Hello, guys. Welcome to Late Night Snack. This is our episode number 3. Just a little cooking shows. We have some fun just bringing the guests in their home kitchen. And tonight we have one of my good friends, Chef Jamie from, to me, the best raw
Hi.
place in town, Water&Bone. And here comes Chef Jamie.
Hi, guys. How you doing? Welcome to my kitchen.
Yeah. So, Chef, what are you? We're just gonna let you start cooking, and then I'm gonna be asking some questions as we go along. So,
Sure.
what
Yeah.
are we having for some snack tonight?
Well, we're not really cooking because, you were saying this is a late night snack thing, so
For some reason.
we can.
Yeah.
All good.
Chef, what are you? We're just gonna let you start. Okay. And what kind of ingredients are we dealing with tonight? I guess there's a lot of stuff see you have on your counter.
Yeah. So you were saying it's a late night snack thing. So we were joking online that when you get off work, what do you come home and do? And for me, it's usually something quick and dirty.
Shannon.
So we. Oh, hello. It's my wife Shannon. So when we come home, it's quick and dirty. So the kids are asleep and in bed. You're not going to fire up anything loud or blenders or make anything fancy. So, we're just going to make a nice hoagie sandwich. Mortadella is we're going to do some copa and some ham and mortadella in it. But once you put mortadella in it, it's over. And, shout out to Jeff Hopgood at Juniper, who probably does the best mortadella sandwich if you get a chance to try it out. I haven't had it yet, but it looks dope.
But everybody, Jeff, you might want to tell everybody about your restaurant. I mean, I still remember a couple years ago when your wife come to the restaurant eating. I was telling her, "Hey, Jamie need to start her own place. Jamie need to start her own place." When you were still at the hotel, and I was pretty surprised that what I was pushing was happening, and this guy started an Asian place, and that was the shocker. And can you tell us why you started a ramen place, which I haven't even know the questions myself?
Yeah, we didn't really talk much about it. It was ramen's one of those things that and that's my friend Alex, he's probably watching right now, and he's pretty big in the ramen community in California, and there's sort of this North American ramen community and these people that share ideas and things, and it's been happening for a long time, and it's because it is sort of a new cuisine, and you're building on it and working on it and sharing ideas, and it really started with Dennis at FID. And I think that was 2006, 2007. And I came back from out west, and I was working for John George, who's like the king of fusion cuisine in New York. And I started working with Dennis, and just on a side note was like, what do you think about ramen? And Dennis was like, you like ramen? Let's do ramen. And he had already had it on the menu, and I didn't know the extent that Dennis had already been like involved in making ramen, and and he already like that. We were breaking it down, and Dennis was like a mentor on it, and he was already a wealth of information, and we were hand making noodles at the time, like on the pasta roller. And I don't know if you've ever made ramen dough on a pasta roller, but it's a pretty dry and tough dough, so it's a workout. And we were doing it in the restaurant by hand, and cutting it with a mancuri, like a noodle knife. I don't know if you're probably familiar with the mancuri. Is like, it looks like a flat old-fashioned iron, and it's huge and heavy. So, and we were doing that a la carte at the restaurant, proper, right? So it was really like a hands-on experience for the first time making it. And then that's early on. That's 2007. It wasn't even big in North America. And then you just sort of playing around with it at home and getting used to it and having fun with it and trying new things. And then
I have to be confess, I haven't been to a restaurant yet.
Yeah,
Hey,
no, I
Robbie,
know.
you haven't really been to it. I've been hearing so much good stuff about it. Uh,
Yeah,
I actually have a little different version of what Jamie is doing right now because where we know each other's when you were working at the Learning Kitchen for Nova Scotia.
yeah, that's right.
Um, just knowing him, knowing Chef Jamie, what he can do, what he's capable of, was something that I was always, man, like when you have to deal with that place, you have random stuff come in every morning, and you have to feed all those people whatever is in that truck within 30 minutes in an hour. It just
Yeah,
that capability of what your talent can produce for food for anybody in split seconds. And I know it's going to be so creative. And that's why when I heard you were starting a ramen place, I was like, well, if anyone, which I'm pretty picky on Asian food, I said, if anyone will be Jamie would able to execute it. And of course, everybody in the whole city have been hearing all those good things about your place.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I haven't got the time to go try it yet, but I've been
You
seeing
will soon. You're busy.
stuff. I will. It better be. But
Yeah.
so I'm gonna stop talking and let you start cooking and show everybody what you're doing tonight, Chef.
Yeah, that Feed Nova Scotia gig, that was a fun time where
Yeah,
literally
it was.
it was a black box for 3,000 people a day.
It was crazy because
Yeah.
just to let everybody knows, I know him because through a friend, he was taking a vacations. I was their cover for him, and that's how I know Chef Jake. And man, trust me, it was quite something. The first day you walk in there and seeing what he had to deal with, and it was like, well, it was mind-boggling. But I hope I didn't school you up for that 2 weeks.
One of the funniest moments there was we had to cook for 3,000 people, and I got I got two pallets. One pallet was all beans, and another pallet was parchment paper.
My
So
God.
how do you cook for 3,000 people with beans and parchment paper?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. He was actually telling
Yeah,
me
thank you, Andrew. Yeah,
you actually make ramen today. I guess, yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
Gonna do it
And
at all.
Andrew's worked with Dennis, so he's probably made ramen with Dennis, and he knows that it's no joke. So Dennis's ramen was a proto ramen in Halifax at the time because there was no ramen shops when we were serving it, and there was nobody serving ramen like proper, like making proper tare, proper like a style broth like chinten or peitan.
Mm-hmm.
And the proper tare, or making them like the alkaline noodles by hand and cutting them by hand. So, and that was literally Halifax's proto ramen. That was our first introduction. So
Yeah, but
we took it from there and built on it.
the way me and Jamie talk is gonna be, we are not gonna worry about the food now. But one last, he actually picked to me the restaurant's name is the spirit of a ramen noodle. It's the water and the bone. It's that broth that you do it right to put in those ramen. That's pretty much, to me, is 80-90% about good ramen. You have to have the right broth. And the name pretty much give it. The guy cares about that broth.
We were talking about how to name the restaurant, and I was like, well, we're not Japanese, and we're not trying to make traditional Japanese ramen. We're trying to make North American ramen with ingredients that we source locally, you know, paying respect to the technique. And we were like, well, we're not going to give it a Japanese name. We're not going to, like, what's the simplest name we could call it? But just like, and Meat and Bread in Vancouver was sort of the inspiration behind that, because, you know, that's a sandwich shop that's Meat and Bread. And my friend Alex tonight, he's like, you're not making ramen? I was like, no, I don't want to do what everyone's going to expect. And I don't come home after working all night and then make ramen at home. Actually, well, I sometimes an instant ramen, but like when I come home, we'd have a sandwich, like something quick and dirty.
That's what we're
So we're just gonna make a hoagie tonight. But I'm gonna make a grabiche, which is so I'm gonna throw a little like an Italian hoagie and a French sauce on top of it. But it's a grabiche. It's not. It's egg mayo. If you're familiar with grabiche, it's usually emulsified from cooked egg yolks, pickles, capers, lots of herbs. So I'm just going to make a nice mayo dressing to go on our sandwich. That's it.
He just keep on what he's doing. He's doing somewhat of a fusion with an Italian sandwich with a French sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
Also a fusion dish, huh?
Yeah, but it's a French sauce.
The audience can hear me. I just want to let you know that James Henderson's here. Chef Alain is here. Megan Boland.
Hey, Davey, how you doing, buddy? I know Chef Alain is here. Let me check who else there.
Oh,
hey, Amy.
Comments.
I have been saying, I want you to be in here. So, Amy, let me know when you can come join us. On Megan did our first episode. It was a fun one. I was laughing the whole time. It was so much fun. And Joanne, how are you doing, honey? And I guess we'll let Jamie cook now, guys. Okay, let's go.
James Henderson, also the chef at the Learning Kitchen before me.
Yep.
It's nice to see he's here, James. James also sold us our house.
Oh, James.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to have to run a little advertisement. If anyone want a house, that's only one person to go for.
Yeah, you did a good job. We live out here in Terrence Bay. It's beautiful. We love it.
For James, you want a house.
Yeah, it's a hurricane right now out here. So we're just adding some chopped pickles. These are the same pickles that we serve in the restaurant. I'm not a big fan of super dill pickles. I like sweet pickles, so more of the Asian style sweet pickles. A little bit of rice vinegar, lots of sugar, salt, chilies, a little bit of tarragon, mayo, and mustard. And maybe some hot sauce. Lots of mustard. A little bit of sriracha. I have a bit of a weak stomach for spice. So especially if you're snacking late night.
You don't want that coming
out. Yeah, I have a chronic heartburn, so I have to keep it. So tomatoes are hard on me. I'm going to put tomatoes on this, but if I were doing this, I don't want to bastardize this sandwich and not put tomatoes on it. But.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, it's midnight snack. So whatever you find in the fridge, it's not a set recipe. Of course, chef is trying to show everybody what he usually do, what he does. If you like to add stuff in there, be my guest. Whatever make you happy. This is what midnight snack's all about.
So super simple. Butter your bread on your hoagie bun. Shout out to Kaiser's. If anybody's ever been to Kaiser's in Sackville, it's probably the best sandwich shop. Shannon and I had a discussion before we started this. It's like, what order do you put do you build a sandwich in? Mm-hmm. So obviously cheese first. We didn't have any disagreements or fights about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it went pretty easy. We agreed that cheese would go first.
Well, you don't want it to be too drippy anyway, right? So you want to the cheese at the bottom block it off and may not, slide all over the place.
Yeah, I used to work at Subway on the Bay Road, just out of high school. So I was 17 years old, and I worked on the Bay Road back shift at Subway.
Wow.
It was, that was in the 90s, and I don't know if anyone remembers that Spryfield area in the 90s.
I'm trying to figure out what Chef Andrew is saying about spicy food make for crazy dreams. So he have crazy dreams when he is having spicy food, Chef? Please tell me, is it what it is? So I have to feed you some spicy food next time then when you're at my restaurant.
Right now with 2 kids, I'd be happy to have any dreams. It means I'm getting some sleep.
Actually, I have been getting some pretty good sleep in the past week. I guess it's getting to the point that my life's so normal now, rather than spending 18 hours a day at the restaurant like you and me do. Been so wake up 2 hours like 7, 8 o'clock and been really normal. Let's put it this way. And I cannot believe my life is that normal right now. That's kind of what is going on right now. Yeah,
it's nice to have the family time right now with everything that's going on. I got provolone cheese on the bottom, some ham, the copa, and then the star of the show is the mortadella. So we're going to go a little bit of raw onion.
For those of you who's watching, I mean, we have a lot of chefs, but I don't want to be, bragging about it. But mortadella is actually pretty much a large size Italian sausage. It's pretty much you slice it like any cold cut, but it's same idea as an Italian sausage. Oh, I see some tomato in there. I thought you don't want tomato, chef.
No, just for tonight's purposes.
Okay.
Shannon's gonna eat this with me, so she wants tomato.
All right. Yeah, I know. Look at him. He's a pro. Like all those Subway stuff coming back now. Look at him go.
I know. No U-gouge though. Didn't do no U-gouge. So here's the debate. You go sauce, right? Then lettuce.
Sauce is actually, chef. I heard before that sauce. They said is like before tartar sauce. That's people were doing in the history.
Yeah, that's a good sort of comparison.
Watching, we can certainly put up recipe for you guys, but that sauce is really good on any vegetable by itself, and actually really good on fish, and then any
salad dressing. Now here's the hard part: making it fit.
I see questions here, Chef. Actually, Chef Andrew wonder, where do you get the mortadella in Halifax?
Oh, well, lately we're making as few runs as possible, so we're not going far for it.
So wonder what are those you're using are from?
This mortadella is just from the superstore.
Okay.
Yeah.
The most convenient stuff right now, which everybody is getting groceries, which with the limit for travel and
we didn't. We're not going to the house very much, so.
So I see Alex is watching. Well, Alex, just tell you, Chef, noodles are just as important. So I guess he might be complaining about you're not making a noodle tonight, Chef. You can answer for that.
Yeah, not a lot of noodles getting made right now. Yeah, it would be nice to do noodles. It's not typically what we eat when we go home. Alex is my boy, though. He's a ramen chef in California. So if you follow him on Instagram, it's Darth Gastronomy. He also has a dope Instagram handle.
Oh, nice.
Darth Gastronomy is pretty badass.
Yeah, if you can, Alex, you can type in the comments so we know what your handle is, so everybody would know. Maybe look at all the good stuff you have. And in the meantime, it's kind of a funny story, Jamie. If you really look at that,
here's your sandwich.
You look at that. You would want to take a big bite right into that.
That's Shannon's.
What a gentleman, eh? Shannon's first. So just to have a little funny story, because I guess,
and just because I promised you that we'd do Doritos.
Oh yay! That's what you told me you were gonna do. What else can you ask for? Elevated Subway at home by one of the best chefs in the city. It's kind of funny because, oh, look at that now. What is that now?
Oh, we got Two Crows, Pollyanna.
Just take in. Well, it was. Thank you, chef. It was really delicious looking. Can you send me a good picture of it? Hopefully, you haven't in it all later on, so I can put it on the website.
Yeah, I'll get a good shot for you.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny. Like you look at myself and Jamie. Like I was a Chinese guy walking into his kitchen, which was doing Western cuisine, and now this guy doing Asian cuisine. Like we pretty much took turns going back and forth, but I think that's pretty much the fun part of it, and that's why we get along so well. Because and for those of you who haven't been to his restaurant, big mistake, because the stuff that he put up, you would not. Yeah, I made a mistake. I know. Adam is like looking at me. Our producer is looking at me on my screen. But Anyway, I made the mistake I haven't get to, but he's not gonna get mad at me because you know how busy I am. We're the same way.
I'm gonna bring it to you one of these nights.
Yeah,
that looks good.
Okay, I don't know what am I talking about now. Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks, Adam. But no, like the stuff that he put up in that restaurants, all those fusions and new idea that he put in those noodles, by looking at it and look, what he's doing, it blows me away, Chef. Like, as a friend, I have to say, like a lot of stuff that you are doing there, I did not expect, and I was like, wow. Trust me, I see that. I do that all the time when I'm looking at those things, but I will get to that.
We like it's always something that's on our minds is like, it's not our culture. It's not we're not Japanese, so we don't want to feel like we're appropriating any culture or anything like that, because that's why we stick to just being ramen. We try not to. I don't even like that it says that we're a Japanese restaurant in the Google search. We make ramen, but we make it in the style of like a North American style, so we respect the tradition of it, but that's it. That's as far as we go. We like cooking. You enjoy influences from all over. You make it part of your cuisine. You find what works for you, what you like, what you enjoy, and how you like to, how it speaks to you and how you present it. And that's what we like to do in our bowl of ramen. That's it. We use capelins from the Atlantic, from Newfoundland, for our dashi. We use local seaweeds. We use all local pork. Our chintan is stewing hens from Oltons. So we try and keep it as Nova Scotia as possible without being kitschy and being like, here's a lobster ramen. Welcome to Nova Scotia.
Whenever you make it happen, Chef. I mean, and
we're not saying that one day we might do that.
Before we let him go, I'm gonna take the liberty to ask him, Jamie, when I know a lot of people craving for ramen, so hopefully this show will have a lot of support and going on for much longer, and hopefully we'll extend to the way that restaurant are back open. Can you promise me we're gonna do a ramen at your restaurant once?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to do your duck.
See, guys, I get you what you want now. Okay.
I want to do your duck.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Oh, Jesus, he just throw it right back at me. Yeah. You know what though? There's only one.
Yeah, let's pair your duck and my ramen together.
Yeah, that works. There's only one guy in the city that's seen me cut that duck in my kitchen, and that's Chef Andrew. Nobody else seen it before.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I lied. Mark Ray seen it once, but that's pretty much it. So, well, again,
we love your restaurant. It's one of our favorite places to go to eat, and I think one of my last favorite dining experiences was with Dennis and Monica at your restaurant.
I have a question for you, Chef. Lindsay from Eat This Town. Lindsay just asked if you can do a donair ramen.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
We really should work about that. We'll work about that.
I think that would be jumping a culinary shark. After that, it's all downhill for the fawns.
That's a good idea. That's like donair. But anyway, well, thanks again, Chef. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks, guys.
And I guess I want to thank Chef Andrew who's actually doing all those comments. Sorry, Chef, if I miss anything. I'm trying to. I really much say he told me that's a big mistake. I never went to Jamie's restaurant. Yes, I saw that, Chef. Sorry, but thanks, Adam, and in the background, and try to remind me what I didn't do the whole time. And we are still trying to learn about the show. And the next week we have a pretty big lineup too. Next week we will have Chef Rene from the canteen Tuesday night, and we will have Chef Alan, our cute chef himself. Will be here Thursday night with me, and it's gonna be fun. And we're still looking at a lot of guests and restaurant. And Amy, I know you are watching. Amy, I would like to get you in here to show us some Japanese food tricks. So other than that, thank you, everybody. Chef just showed us a really great, nice snack tonight. And have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Thank you.